We just saw how you do this with the time value money keys. That's probably the simplest way. But as far as the cash flow function, we may encounter something in the future where the cash flow function, or we will encounter things in the future. So I want you to become familiar with the cash flow function. So in this case, it would be, whoop, all right, now I can write. So second cash flow. So, okay, CF0, whoops, CF0 is going to be 0. You hit down arrow, and C01 is 400. The 400, you hit enter, and down arrow, and in this case, you F01. All right, so this cash flow is going to occur 3 times. So we hit 3 and enter, and then we hit NPV, and then it's going to display I, and our I is 5, so it's 5 and enter, and then down arrow, and then down arrow, which is NPV, so NPV, and then it's going to show a 0, we hit compute, and then NPV is going to give you $1,089.30. It's not negative because the logic for the NPV function is different than the time value money. So, but I encourage you to try that. So, if we had an annuity due, so the what we've eliminated a period a period. So all of our payments have been moved forward here. The um, the present value of annuity due. So we basically in this calculation we eliminate one period of interest. So so the formula is our present value of annuity, but to convert it to an annuity due, we multiply our result by 1 plus r to the n. So we go to so that's 400, just like before. So 400 multiplied by 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus the interest rate to the third power. So divided by the interest rate, 0.05. Then we multiply that result by 1.05, and we get $1,143.76, which is slightly more. That's because we're receiving the payments at the beginning of the year as opposed to the end. And then if we go to our calculator, we're going to use our begin mode again. So it's second begin. So that begin is above the payment key. And then second enter. All right, so and so then you should be in begin mode. So if you don't have to re-enter since we already had this entered in the calculator, but if you do, it's 3N 5IY. We're calculating the present value, negative 400 payment. I don't know why they switched these, but the last calculation they didn't they did it as positive numbers. So the only difference is if you enter the 400 as a negative, the result comes out as a positive or vice versa. 0 future value, and then compute PV, and you should get the $1,143.76. So now, so your calculator is in begin mode. When you're done with the calculation, you want to hit second, begin, second, enter, and the begin mode should go away. Okay. So, all right. So the present value of annuity of an uneven cash flow, not an annuity. So we need to use our cash flow function on our calculator. So to do this doing it by hand is a pain. So we've got $400 in the first year. Our required rate of return is 5% or opportunity cost rate. I prefer required rate of return. So 400 in the first year, 300 in the second, 250 in the third. Okay, so the second cash flow. All right, and C01 is going to be 0. C02, I'm sorry, oops, going brain dead. CF0 is going to be 0. C01 is going to be the 400. Go down to the 400, enter. C03, I'm sorry, 2 is 300. The 300, enter, and then down twice to C03, and that's 250. Then you hit NPV, and I is going to be I equals 0. You put enter 5, go down to NPV, that's down 1, and hit compute. So NPV is going to be $869.02. So this is the formula. Basically, there's no other solution other than to do this by hand. The next slide is what I just showed you. So it's you hit second and the cash flow key. So CF0 is 0. These are actually C01 on the calculator. So it's down arrow, then enter, and down arrow twice, then enter, and down arrow twice, and then you hit enter after you hit this. Okay, so you're going to hit the NPV key, and you're going to press 5 and enter. This is you press the NPV first because the book is kind of stupid when it comes to calculators. They recommend using the BA2 plus, but they don't exactly show how to use it. So, but it'll come out I equals 0. You enter 5, go 5, enter, go down arrow to NPV. It'll display NPV equals 0, and then hit compute, and it will display NPV equals 869.02, and there will not be a negative. So, all right. Okay, so next lecture we're going to talk about the differences between future value, or we're going to compare future value and present value.